Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Vikings coming in at 7-7, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 9-5. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are on the eastern side of downtown Minneapolis at the gorgeous new U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Get ready. Way 90. Way 90. Tiger. Board.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact, also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
Let's go.
Bridgewater fakes the give to Peterson. And Rudolph has it left side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Get ready. Wide in. Force. 2 jet. Set. Blue 58. 2 jet.
1st down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Force.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Will Hill's a name that I remember even when he was in high school. He was that good. Many talked about him being the next coming. He's fulfilled his promise and made it to the NFL.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Force. Let's go. Way 90. Force. Get ready.
A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Third down at 8 now.
Let's go. Blue 58.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep, Dre Archer. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a third down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They come up in an offset eye. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's got time. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On second down, Peterson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They come out here in the eye. On second down, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go! Detroit!
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue, landed!
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll go for it with Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that,
Let's go!
but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Tiger! Fourth! Set! Way 90!
Bridgewater fakes the give to Peterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Hooray! Way 90!
On 3rd down, Bridgewater looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. The give is to Bell. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll run the option left. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to go for a big, and that's caught inside the 35. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 44 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete as well.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he's brought down. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
All right, here we go. Back there in that Philly, here we go. Back there in that Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, look at 56. Look at.
They go play action here on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to throw. A screen to Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go. Blue 58. Tagger.
Bridgewater now on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
Bridgewater on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Way 90.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Bridgewater again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Second down, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Boom, landing!
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off
a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And that is incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. And that play didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Get ready! 180! Tiger!
Bridgewater fakes a give to Peterson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. That'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll set up a throw. A screen to Bell. Stays on his feet. Give him 8 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. When we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Play clock winding down. Let's take it inside his own 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Vikings are going to have it now 1st and goal. Another pistol look here.
Let's go.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second and goal to go now. They try again with Peterson. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Yeah, it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
And that's how the game...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And so we had the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down now after the pass completion. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bridgewater toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Shipped together here from the D-line. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.